sure if it's streaming it. This is difficult. Oh wait, yeah, there we go. There we go. A few things are loading up. So, right, let's get the server and done with. So, hello, fellow Cravers. It's me, GD, and I've got Tattastic here. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, you?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to explain why it's not really been good today. So, if people don't know, usually on Wednesdays we usually do a CTG podcast, which we are sort of going to be doing one now, about half an hour, a quick one, just to get you guys an idea of what we've been doing this week and things that we're going to have coming up this week. But first, I want to explain why this has gone like this, first of all. Now, it's nothing wrong with our cameras. Both our cameras are working. It's just that I feel like how long it would take us to mess around getting things set up, we would have been near enough into about midnight by the time we would have got this started, and both of us definitely don't want to do that tonight.
Nope.
No. So, first of all, it is mostly my PC's problem again. So what we had is that, if people don't know, Windows did an update yesterday, and I've been told, first of all, this could happen with any of the updates. It just so happened it happened to me on this update. And what it did, it basically, the actual Windows Store app went missing. Now, when that happens, and I never knew about this, I only knew about this because I ended up reading about this. If the Windows Store app goes missing off your toolbar, everything that goes through the Windows Store app also goes missing from your toolbar. So that was including Skype, which of course we use for this. The Xbox app also went and a walkabout, and my Minecraft app went as well, and other apps as well, which I didn't have a look into, which of course was highly annoying.
Mm-hmm.
We've got it working now, which is a good thing. Of course we have, because we're talking on Skype. The thing is, we could have talked on Skype quite easily because, like I said, I don't use the actual app through it.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things that was highly annoying me, especially with the Xbox app. The thing is, in the end, it's one of the things that I use quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And, but like I said, everything is sort of working. I'm looking into it so that it doesn't update itself now. So, like I said, if anyone does have this problem, which there might be a few people out there who have had this problem with it, I recommend one thing, and that is to do a system restore.
And then send some abusive tweets to Microsoft.
And send some. No. We don't. I'm not happy with. I like to point out, I'm not happy with Microsoft at the moment because of this. And you guys can't see this, but we've got on our Discord channel a separate room just for Crave Your Game private stuff. So there's where we usually have set up our meetings and stuff like that. I have never been so angry in there. But yeah, look, I'm just saying this, for a company like Microsoft, and we know that they do a lot of testing, because I'm in the insider program for the Xbox. I'm expecting there is the insider program as well for Windows 10 itself. You would have thought that having a lot of testing, they would realise that this problem happens, to a point that you've got to restore your computer. And now I've got to find a way to stop it from doing the update now, which that's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what has happened here. And we, like I said, we are going to be doing a very short podcast this week, just because we feel like we need to do some kind of thing for you guys. In the end, you guys come and watch us act like absolute fools half the time on this. Sort of knowing what we're talking about, but yeah. Anyway, we are not calling this podcast 161. This is podcast 160.5.
Yeah.
Mini podcast.
Podcast Pro.
Podcast Pro.
Yeah, it's like in between consoles.
It's podcast. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, this is the Podcast X. It's a completely different console, but it's not a new console.
Podcast Neo.
Oh, they should have stuck with Neo.
Or Podcast Scorpio. The
That's what
two
they
names they should have stood with.
Yeah, the two names they should have stuck with. The one thing I really do get annoyed with the whole what's it called? Systems, and we've mentioned this a couple of times. Why is the code name always so much better than what they're actually going to call the system?
Yeah.
It's like, what's it called? Even the PlayStation VR, wasn't that Project Morpheus?
Yeah.
And okay, I'm warming up to the PSVR type thing. It's great for hashtag, but still, Morpheus is better. I think they just don't want to be sued by the guys who make the Matrix.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tattastic, how are you this week yourself?
I'm good. Can't complain.
So as always, a quick one. Any in particular one game you've been playing this week that you do want to talk about the most? I'm only allowing you one game.
Not really. It's been the same as everything else.
Same as everything else.
The same as last week.
Well,
A mixture of Destiny and Forza.
Well, it has been a bit of a quiet week, even for me. The thing is, mine's been a mixture of Destiny and Cuphead. But I've been playing a little bit of Street Fighter 4 myself, because it's now available on the Games Pass.
Yeah.
So, which there is a couple of good games. Now, I do recommend the Games Pass compared to PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot better games on there, and I think it's cheaper, a little bit cheaper, not much.
I should really put my free month in that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, well, how many free months have you got?
I've got 3 at home, yeah.
I think you can only use one, can't you?
I think you can only use one per profile, yeah.
To just use another profile, but then I think it's got to be connected to Gold to use it
Yeah,
anyway.
I'll just div him out somewhere.
Yeah. But I would recommend have a go of it, especially for, like you said, you get 30 days free trial, mate. It's I ended up getting that when it first came out because they gave it to I don't know if it was Gold members or the Insider program first. Oh no, the Insider program got it first to test it out, and I thought it was good at that point, but there wasn't that much there. And now seeing what it is to this day, it has actually grown so much, and it's nice to see how much it's grown. So many awesome games on there. BioShock Infinite, well, the BioShock series is on there first of all. I think if a game that I've not played yet, and still people are still wondering how this is a definitive edition. Recore's on there as well. The definitive edition of Recore is on there.
So I'm actually looking forward to getting to play that on the Scorpio with a little bit of updates.
Well, the thing is, are you getting Scorpio when it first comes out? Well, yeah, we know it's not called a Scorpio before anyone says.
Yeah, I'm getting I pre-ordered this Project Scorpio edition.
All right. So, what are you going to use your pass when you get that now?
I think so. I mean, I've still got Recall on disc, so it makes sense. Good to play that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it automatically updates, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's one thing I've never actually got to ask you. What's made you actually think of getting the Xbox One X?
I don't know. I like having stuff.
That's worth putting it. I just like having stuff.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to buy PlayStation VR, and got a PlayStation VR.
Fair enough.
Which also then forced me to buy a Vive.
And you're not getting an Oculus. The only reason you're not getting an Oculus is because you can use the Oculus games on your Vive.
And plus, Oculus, I found out, considering Oculus and stuff is plug and play, it's not compatible with some companies' USB 3 ports. So when I found this out, I thought, I'm going to run a test on my PC. So I downloaded the tester from the Oculus Store that basically sees if your PC is compatible. And it came up that my USB 3 ports are not
It just came up with ha 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 ha.
Like
Are you serious?
Everything else like maximum, and then it's like USB 3 ports are not supported. So then I was like looked online and the companies I've got in mind they don't support.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I don't trust those. Check if your system can run things, because according to this, my system can actually run the Vive.
This is Oculus.
It can't.
This is Oculus's own, so your door bit is right.
Yeah.
When I looked on when it said my USB 3 ports weren't compatible, I was thinking, yeah. So obviously I looked more into it, and then I found a list of the makes that aren't, and the makes mine aren't. The list is not compatible, so it's not really a plug and play device.
Yeah.
Unless you have to have set USB 3 support companies, like set make of them in there.
That's stupid. But then again, like you said, you've got the Vive, and you can play most. Well, I think you can play all Oculus games on the Vive now. With
Revive.
Yeah, with Revive. So it's not like you need one. The thing is, if anything, a lot of people are saying you've got the better VR out of the two of those. Yeah. Anyway. And of course, a lot of people are saying, like I said, I've had a go of all three of them. Mm-hmm. I do say I do prefer the PSVR over the other two. And I don't know why. I think it's it's the Vive and the Oculus. They are great systems, are great VR systems. But I think it's like we keep saying, it's the games that matter when it comes to this. And the PlayStation games are so much more polished and better quality compared to Oculus's and Vives, which is a little bit disappointing. But then again, that's commonplace with this.
I think there's Vive exclusives that won't run well on a PlayStation.
Yeah.
And there's probably Oculus exclusives that won't run well on the PlayStation.
Yeah, yeah. We've had some come over between the two of them, which I'm guessing, yeah.
I got sent a code for. I reviewed Sneaky Bears quite a while ago on the VR PlayStation. I think it was beginning. Well, I say quite a while ago. I think it was beginning of September. And now they're going to release it on the Vive in October.
Yeah.
October the 17th. It comes out on the Vive.
So that's a week yesterday. So what is it? Tuesday. So it's on Tuesday. And
the company who obviously I reviewed the PlayStation VR one, the company got in contact with me and said, "Oh, would you also like to code on the Vive to review it?"
Yeah.
So I thought we'll see what it is. And I think it does look a lot more detailed on the Vive than the PlayStation VR.
Now I'm not 100% sure because I'm going to be honest here. I'm guessing you've written a review for Sneaky Bears for the PSVR, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't read it yet, but so I loved Lost Bear, which by the way finished this week on our channel. That was a brilliant game, by the way. What I saw from it, and so what is this Sneaky Bears? What is this? I'm just going with the bear themed here.
Yeah, Sneaky Bears is just. The funny thing is, they both came out on the same day.
I know.
In September.
Yeah, I remember.
Sneaky Bears is the Sneaky Bears like a wave-based shooter where you're basically in a factory. You're a human trying to protect some panda teddy bears from normal teddy bears, and you just gotta basically shoot them out of the factory with like Nerf guns, basically.
This might be stupid, and I don't know why I'm going to ask this, but you thinking of a thing for your next set of videos? Maybe a one-off with Sneaky Bears? Might be fun.
Yeah, I could do. I've got...
Stick with the bear themed for a bear.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, I'll probably have a look at maybe recording the Vive one. Maybe, this weekend, and then I can chuck that up on next week, like a one-off.
Yeah, well, the thing is, that might be a good idea because talking about doing one-off stuff, starting Friday, the 13th, we have our Nights of Horror beginning again. Which I know you're doing VR Nightmare 2 again.
Yeah.
I'm doing Outlast 2, and by the sounds of things, I might also be going back to Alien Isolation.
Ooh.
After a couple of people have said, "Oh, guess what? It's been 3 years since this game." Yeah, no duh, it's been 3 years since that bloody game came out because it was the game I did for the bloody Nights of Horror, the original one. Yeah, I would love to go back there and me panic at a bloody window thinking it's a door. I'm all for that. But yeah. So, if there's space available still for it, then we'll be doing Alien Isolation back in there again. Which I'm just getting the list up right now to say some of the games that we are doing this week that we know of so far. So, like we said, starting from Friday the 13th, we have Friday the 13th, the game we're going to be doing on that night. We're supposed to be starting at 9 p.m. So I'm looking forward to it. I've not touched it since it first came out myself.
Yeah.
And to a point now, I think it's actually getting a retail release on Friday as well. I'm guessing the game is now suitable to play.
Hopefully.
Then on Saturday the 14th, we've got Kaj and Sushi Bell. They're going to be doing some Resident Evil 7. I keep forgetting that game came out this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like it's been out for ages.
Sunday the 15th, Kev is going to be playing The Evil Within 2. Which, by the way, also releases on Friday the 13th as well. We felt like we was going to be doing that game anyway. We needed to get as close to when it's coming out anyway, just because people, they want to see what we're doing with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's on Sunday the 15th. Monday the 16th, Don't Knock Twice with Ryan. Then on Tuesday the 17th, we're going to do some GTA 5 slashers. We can't do a Nights of Horror without some slasher. Then Wednesday the 18th is just going to be a normal podcast. We'll be back to normal for that one. And we've got WWE TLC predictions on the Thursday the 19th. They're the two normal nights that we've got this for the whole thing. Just because we know we still got to do those. But the TLC predictions, WWE 2K18, we're going to be using. Which I'm looking forward to. Which I will be doing a little bit of streaming of that on Friday as well. So look out for that. So Friday the 20th, we've got nothing there at the moment. We'll see what's going with that. Yeah, so that is pretty much what we've got this week coming out. Some other things that are coming up later. So we've got Jackbox Party Pack 4 and 3. We've got a Halloween podcast itself. Of course, Your VR Nightmare coming up. Resident Evil Revelations 2 with Hanksy and Heavenly. Force Me with Outlast 2 and Dead by Daylight as well. And Doc as well is hopefully going to be doing something. We're not 100% sure yet. And hopefully get What's-It to do some Amnesia as well. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to be honest. I've been looking forward to Nights of Horror for quite a while now. And it's starting to build up, especially compared to last year where it was quickly rushed together.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it's going to be our longest Nights of Horror. Looking forward to it, and we do recommend come and just view it. We'll try and get the videos all out as soon as we possibly can as well. We are going to be putting them onto our YouTube channel, youtube.com/craveyourgames, and they will be out all in one piece as well, because we never cut down on Nights of Horrors just for the fact we want to get them out there for you guys to view.
Yeah.
But yeah. By the way, have you checked how your voting's going for your choice?
No, I think Mental Asylum was first last time. Mental Asylum.
The Impatient coming out soon as well.
I think so.
Yeah. That's from the same people who made Until Dawn, I think it is. So, yeah. See how that goes with that one. But, yeah. So, like I said, Nights of Horror, hopefully starting. We'll be starting on the 13th with some Friday the 13th. So, yeah. I feel... is there anything else you want to mention about your week so far, mate?
No.
No? I might just have a look on VG247 to see anything standing out that we might want to talk about. Well, the thing is, we've got to talk again about microtransactions next week. I'm going to say that now, because I feel like it's starting to really get worse and worse. Have you heard about with Star Wars Battlefront 2? And like I say, the beta was over the weekend. So much backlash of that already because of loot boxes again.
Loot boxes. Everybody loves a loot box.
No, they don't. That's the thing. Yeah, and not just that. Another game which came out on Tuesday, which seems to have loot boxes in it. Shadow of Mordor. Not Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Which I've seen Doc playing it yesterday. I'm going to say it does look the same as the original one. Myself.
A lot of the reviews I've read saying it is very similar. Some have said some of the negative part of it. Someone has said making something bigger doesn't make it better.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that's sort of what they've aimed at. Look, we've made this massive, huge map. It's like the first part you're in is the size of the map of the first one, but then you're thinking it doesn't mean you've improved anything else apart from the size of the map.
Yeah, the thing is, look, I'm happy that they've actually expanded onto this. I'm enjoying Shadow of Mordor myself, but I ended up picking that out just about a month or two ago. And the only reason I ended up getting it was I think it was about £8 or something, and it was the Game of the Year edition as well. So I've got everything in it. I'm going to do the same again with this one. The thing is, I'm not going to get this game straight away. But then again, that's my fault with a lot of single-player games anyway, most of the time. Unless I'm doing it for a video reasons, or if it's a game that I'm extremely looking forward to. Like, for example, Cuphead is a good example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's the last game well, no, not the last game I've pre-ordered. The last game I pre-ordered is WWE 2K18. But it was a game that I ended up pre-ordering anyway. But it's like this one, and it's like Evil Within 2 is the same. The thing is, I know someone else is going to be doing a video for it, so I'm not going to get hold of it. I'm going to see what they're like with it first, and then probably get it on down the line.
Yeah,
it's like talking about Evil Within 2. I've not even played the first one. I've got the first one.
Yeah, I've played the first one so far, but then stopped playing it and never really gone back to it.
So what did you actually think of the first one yourself?
I'd like to try to go back to what survival horror games were.
We went to gory instead of scary.
And like it went back to the idea of like the same style of gameplay and idea of like the first Resident Evils, which I thought was a good move, but then it just didn't feel like that. Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that this second one, which is coming out, like we said on Friday, is a lot better. All we can do is wait and see with Kev on Sunday. But I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm not, because I'm not a fan of when it gets too gory.
Yeah.
You're right there, mate.
Yeah. I've been like sat with my leg crossed over and it's gone to sleep, so I was just moving to wake my leg up.
That's fair enough. But I'm looking forward to see how it goes with that one. Just looking at some of the news stories here. Fortnite Battle Royale. It's surpassed 10 million players now.
Yeah.
And I love it at the moment because we had the guys who made player. Oh bloody! I forgot it.
PlayerUnknown Battleground.
Yeah, that's it. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
PUBG. That's it. The guys behind PUBG, they basically complained about Fortnite doing this. And if anything, it's just given Fortnite more publicity for their version of it.
Yeah.
And it's not even affected the two games. PUBG is still extremely popular on Steam at the moment. I think it's still number 1 there. And if anything, it's just introduced those who are on consoles to that style of gameplay. If anything, it's going to be interesting to see when PUBG does come over to consoles, how many people will end up getting the game.
Yeah.
Why would they want to get the game, especially those who have got Fortnite? Again, when I'm going to say this now, what I've seen, Fortnite looks a lot more fun. And I think it's the cartoony graphics to it. So, but yes, like it says, surpassed 10 million players. Congratulations to them. I have had a go of the Fortnite version. It is a lot of fun. But when I first saw it, I thought, yeah, this is definitely PlayerUnknown Battleground, no doubt in my mind. It's just
Yeah.
that with more building tools in it. So, yeah. GTA 5 speedrun world record attempt was ruined by a rare bug. Yeah, so sometimes things go bad in open world games like GTA 5. Simple enough. Other times, a few things go spectacular wrong in quick succession. Streamer Dark Viper AU was attempting to beat the world record of speedrunning GTA 5 in the classic percent category when things took a turn. Towards the end of his run, the current record for which is 6 hours, 36 minutes, and 48 seconds. Dark Viper AU encountered a very rare bug that ended his run completely after he was on track to beat the current record by a decent margin.
Ooh.
As explained by Kotaku, the bug has a very rare chance of happening in the Big Score heist, the sixth and final heist in the game. During a certain section in the mission, you're asked to drive your car into the back of a trailer. When the bug occurs, you can see a video here of it. Which unfortunately we can't show on here at the moment. A part of the truck gets dented and prevents him from being able to get inside, to say nothing of an incredibly unlucky shot that took out one of his back tyres. It's pretty frustrating, especially since it happened so late in the game that he needed to start the run all over. Dot Viper AU later detailed the whole story and it's worth reading. I feel sorry for the guy.
Yep.
Oh. Especially when he says here, it was, how far was it? It was 6 hours, 40 minutes, and 16 seconds into it. At that point. And like I said, that is, he had about over 20 minutes ahead. He would have easily beaten the record. But, yeah, it just, at that point, sorry for the guy. Really sorry for the guy. But, funny. Still funny.
Yep.
Just seeing if there's anything else, just to top up, and then we'll go on to our usual bits and pieces.
I heard Sony are doing a deal on Assassin's Creed Origins. It's only like 10% off the deluxe edition, so you get the deluxe edition for like 70 pence more than what you'd pay for the standard edition or something.
So, in other words, they're trying to say, yeah, you're going to buy this, you're going to pre-order this game, you might as well get this one for an extra 70 pence.
Only for PlayStation Plus members.
Well, I'll be honest, if you haven't got if you got PS4, you're more likely going to have PS Plus nowadays, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's like saying to Xbox, you've got to be a gold member to get this offer. Well, yeah, what else am I going to do if I wasn't a gold member? I can't really. This is basically a glorified paperweight if you haven't got gold membership. But, so they're also talking about Assassin's Creed Origins. The Season Pass and free DLC content was detailed along with a release schedule for it as well. So, information on post-launch content for Assassin's Creed Origin was announced by Ubisoft on Tuesday. It includes several hours of new storyline expansions, quests, customization items, timed events, and more. So, first of all, the first DLC, which will be released in January 2018, is called The Hidden Ones. It's a story-driven expansion, builds upon the growth of the Brotherhood, taking players to a point years after the events of Assassin's Creed Origin, as they clash with an occupying Roman force in a new region. This expansion will extend the level cap, allowing players to keep on making their character progress. Like I said, that's January 2018 for that one. The second DLC, which is supposed to be coming out March, is called Curse of the Pharaohs. It's another story-driven expansion focusing on Egyptian mythology. Players will fight against undead pharaohs and explore a new mystical realm. During their journey, players will encounter famed Egyptian beasts such as Anubis, warriors, scorpions, and more, as they investigate the cause of a curse that has brought the dead pharaohs back to life. So, of course, same again, it will increase the level cap further and introduce brand new abilities as well into the game. And also, Roman Centurion and Horus packs which is going to be available in November. It's 2 exclusive add-on packs, including new outfits, weapons, shield, and mount. A package of 500 Helix credits will be available on release day. An exclusive wear weapon, the Calamity Blade, will also be available on release day. So, yeah, that is pretty much what they've got with their post-launch. And of course, like you said, they've got a few free activities. So something new every day. You've got Photo Mode and Nomad's Bazaar. Regularly, you're going to have Trials of the God, and Discover Tour and Horde Mode will be also coming to it as well. So, yeah. It's nice sometimes when you've got that list, and especially like you said, if you get the deluxe edition at the moment on PlayStation Plus. I'm guessing it's got the season pass included into it.
No,
it doesn't.
That's a gold edition, I think it's called.
So what do you get with this deluxe edition for 70p?
Let's have a look.
It's probably going to be that stuff I just mentioned, the packs and stuff like that.
Deals, there we go, deals. Let's go on PlayStation Store.
Well, while you're doing that, mate, I'm going to do the UK releases. So, as I load it up, here we go. So, starting with Tuesday, October the 10th, we have... Oh, God, this is going to be fun. Middle-earth Shadow of War available on the PS4 and Xbox One. 88 Heroes, 98 Heroes Edition on the Switch. Always Sometimes Monsters on the PS4. Cyber Dimension Neptuna 4 Goddesses Online on the PS4. Echo on the PS4. As in the dolphin?
No, there was a game called Echo, wasn't it, where you could... Was it called Echo?
I don't know.
think there was one on the PSP that you had to, like... It was a really hard puzzle game.
It's never Echo the dolphin nowadays, is it? I miss you, Echo. Wherever you are. Probably in a tuna can. Fort Defense is also available. It doesn't say where it's on. The Invisible Hours on the PSVR. Radial G Racing Revolved on the PSVR. Raid World War 2 on the PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh my god, I do apologise. Echo.
What? Yeah?
Is that game by IO Interactive that I said I was playing?
For God's sake.
Oh, it just got to my mind then. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is.
There you go. We need to look into that game now just because of that. You know that, right? You search for Echo. Explain to me what Echo is now while I finish this. So, Raiden 5 Director's Cut is on the PS4. Raw Data VR on the PSVR. Revolve on the PS4. Semisphere on the Vita. Square Boy vs. Bullies Arena Edition on the Vita. Stereo Aereo on the PS4. Tiny Barbarian DX on the Switch. And Tohu Kabuto 5 Burst Battle on PS4, Switch and Vita. Games coming up Wednesday, October the 11th. We've got Alteric on the PS4 and Vita. Miko Gaku Monogatari Kaidi episode on PS4. Shiny on the Xbox One. Son of Scorgasm on the Vita. Unbox Newbie's Adventure is available on Switch now. And Yuno and the Siestral Elephant on the PC and Switch. For Thursday, October the 12th, these are all Switch games. I'm just going to say this now. So we've got The Flame in the Flood, Neon Chrome, Wolverblade, and ACA Neo Geo The King of Fighters 95. And then Friday the 13th, we have The Evil Within 2 on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Bad Apple Wars on the Vita, White Noise 2 on the PS4, and Friday the 13th, the game available on the PS4 and Xbox One as a retail version. So, did you find what Echo is now, mate?
Yeah, it is. It's the one what I'm playing at the moment.
It's the one you're playing. So, what is Echo? Just an idea.
I'll give you a readout of the synopsis.
Synopsis.
On PlayStation Store. After a century in stasis, a girl, N, arrives at her destination, a place out of legend, the marvel of the old civilizations, eons gone, still awaiting its first human occupants. Out here using forgotten technology she hopes to bring back life that shouldn't have been lost, but nothing can prepare for what she's about to face in this ancient hall below. The experience starts as a character-driven journey of discovery but as it unfolds, it evolves into something altogether more punishing. The palace studies everything you do, everything you are, and uses it against you. Gameplay revolves around stealth, action, and manipulation as
Oh,
you
I'm out.
face off.
You said stealth. I'm out.
As you face off against the ultimate enemy, yourself. First, you fight yourself. By the looks of it.
Oh, so what you've been playing it so far, haven't you?
Yeah, I've basically played the introduction, walked down, and found.
What do you think of the introduction then so far?
I've just walked so far.
So it's a walking simulator at the moment.
Basically, at the moment, the way I'm up to, I've just found this place that's never been discovered before, which obviously that's just explaining to me he's going to watch everything I do and use it against me.
Well, we'll definitely be talking a little bit about Echo next week.
So I might walk into a few walls. So then if it's following me, knows what to do. Whatever's following me will walk into walls.
Yeah, so if you want to watch, if I'm guessing you're going to probably do a stream of this as well, aren't you? If you are, you can find him at everything is Tattastic Gamer. So YouTube.com, Mixer.com, Twitch.tv, for Twitter, and of course .com for his website. So I think that was everything. Did I miss something? I don't think I did. No, I think that was everything covered there. But anyway, time for the UK charts. So EA's FIFA 18 takes second week at number 1 and actually has a stronger week 2 than last year because FIFA 17's week 2 conceded with Take-Two's biggest new release of 2016, which pulled sales away from FIFA. Do you know what game that was?
No.
Yeah, it's a game that I've completely forgotten about as well. Mafia 3.
Really?
It was new at number 2 this time last year. We are in week 40, aren't we? I'm guessing we are. Oh, wait. Yeah, we are in week 40, yeah.
A year old, wow.
Yeah. So happy 1 year anniversary to Mafia 3. Yeah, it was the 8th biggest week 1 unit seller for 2016. Mafia 2 was.
Mafia 2?
Yeah. Mafia 3. Mafia 3, yeah, sorry. Mafia 3. One of them. Mafia 2 did quite well as well.
Mafia 2, I really enjoyed Mafia 2. The story was amazing.
Yeah, Mafia 3 had too many crocodiles. There are 5 new releases within the top 40 this week. The first of which is Microsoft's Forza Motorsport 7 for Xbox One, debuting at number 2. The 6th edition also debuted at number 2 years ago, back in 2015. Of course, that was 2 years ago. What other date do you think it was going to be if it was 2 years ago? Anyway, last year's Forza Horizon 3 has also debuted at number 2 when it was released in 2016, and currently sits at number 3 this week thanks to the popularity of the Xbox One S. Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels hardware bundle. Yeah, so you've got 2 Forza games in the top 5. How ironic would it be if Forza Horizon 3 actually was second?
Yeah, the other way around.
Yeah. The second big new release of the week is Warner's PS4 and Xbox One, the Lego Ninjago movie video game, which debuted at number 7. And this franchise switches from handheld consoles to home console release for the first time. The 3 previous Ninjago games had appeared on the DS, 3DS, and Vita. But then again, this one is based on the movie, so that's probably why. Yeah, this new Ninjago game arrives a week before the movie hits UK cinemas screens. Sorry. And the third one is Nintendo's 3DS's Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, which debuted at number 19. It's the 4th new release, and debuting at number 31 on 3DS is the 8th title within the Professor Layton series, entitled Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. I'm going to say this now, I do highly recommend that game. I'm a huge fan of the Layton series anyway, but I've been playing this because it first came out on iOS, and so I've been playing that quite a lot, and it is definitely a really good game. If you enjoy puzzle games, I recommend the Layton games full stop anyway. Yeah. It's a good game. Oh, and final new release of the week within the top 40 is Capcom's Dragon Dogma Dark Arisen HD for the PS4 and Xbox One. There's an update on the 2013 original release for the PS3 and 360.
Yeah.
So, the top 5, still at number 5 is Grand Theft Auto 5. Down 2 places to number 4 is Destiny 2. Still at number 3 is Forza Horizon 3. And new at number 2 is Forza Motorsport 7. And still at number 1 is FIFA 18. Where it was... Dragon's Dogma, by the way, was number 39. If people wondered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so... But yeah, so there we are, the top. So looking at the games that are coming out, definitely one game that might do quite well. What came out on Tuesday, Shadow of War. But the thing is, a lot of people are really interested in that game. But then again, Evil Within 2, do you think it will break the top 5?
No.
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 The first game didn't really... Bethesda, you did well. I expect you to be in the top 10, but not the top 5.
I expect to be in the top 10, yeah, but not 5.
But then again, also next week, WWE 2K18 comes out as well. That's something we didn't mention there on there. Also, Friday the 13th, if you buy the deluxe edition of WWE 2K18, it unlocks for you guys to play that as well, which I'm definitely going to be having a go of. Anyway, mate,
So let's finish this off with the little bit of tidbit of information.
Yes.
So the standard edition of Assassin's Creed comes with Assassin's Creed Origins and Secrets of the First Pyramids.
Secrets of the First Pyramids?
Yeah, it's got like a download arrow, so I'm guessing that's going to be download content, like one piece of download content.
Wait, was that what the first DLC called?
I'm guessing it's not because it's because then the deluxe edition, for the extra 70 pence, you get Secrets of the First Pyramids, the Ambush of the Sea mission, the Desert Cobra pack, and 3 ability points.
I don't want ability points.
But then the gold edition says Secrets of the First Pyramids, the Ambush at Sea mission, the Desert Cobra pack, 3 ability points, and the Season Pass.
The bad thing is, I'm trying to find it, and I can't find the actual link that was talking about the story now. Oh, there it is. Let's have a look. So, what's it called? Sorry. No, the first DLC is called The Hidden Ones. So so this is just something unique to that. But then again, is it unique to the PlayStation because it's one of those games which is PlayStation first?
Yeah.
A bit like Destiny has special missions. Do they? I didn't notice any. The game was good either way. But so look, for £70 you get a bit more extra to it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Look, if you're gonna be ordering Assassin's Creed Origins and you've got a PlayStation 4, you might as well get it on that one anyway.
You might as well pay 70 pence.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not like you're waiting to play with your friends since it's a single player game. But that's probably one of those games I'll probably wait a little bit for as well, unfortunately. I enjoyed the other Assassin's Creed games. It was just... I don't know. I've got other things that I want to play through first, type of thing. But anyway, mate, we are coming to the end of this podcast. We did say half an hour, but as always, we seem to go over the time. So let's just talk. Like we said, we've got Nights of Horror starting from the 13th. I said that is going to be available on the usual sources, twitch.tv/GDW2007 when I'm in the streams. Of course, but it'll be also hosting all the other streams that will be available for it as well. Mixer.com/Crave Your Game. These are all the ones that we're doing the multiplayer in my streams and the podcast, by the way. I'm just saying that now. And youtube.com/Crave Your Game. And also, we're on Periscope as well. So we can find that, but just search for @Crave Your Game in Periscope and you can join us there as well. So, any streams you've got planned yourself, mate, before the Nights of Horror stuff is happening? Or during that time, actually?
Probably do. Like I said, I might try and get some Echo streamed so we'll get an idea of that.
Yep.
I don't know what else I'd ever really... At the point where I can't really make plans because I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, so, well, I'd want to try and avoid as much because of other people doing the streams myself. But, like I said, we already mentioned, everything's Tattastic Gamer. Just search for that. Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, .com, and for Twitter. I am probably I'm going to do some WWE 2K18 on Friday. Hopefully at midnight. Hopefully it's not another bloody Cuphead thing and it doesn't open up until bloody 2 p.m, which still pissed me off. But yeah, hopefully we'll do some WWE for you guys to see what it's like before we do the predictions on the Thursday. Not this Thursday, next Thursday. You can find me, like I said, at GDW2007 on Twitch and on Twitter. And Crave Your Game on Mixer and on Twitter as well. And also youtube.com/Crave Your Games. Apart from our videos, which one do you recommend, mate?
There was one I actually looked at. Oh my god, the name's gone.
I'll let you find it while I'll say mine. So I recommend you know what? I recommend Siege. We did Siege that came out today. And it shows how much playing some Destiny and then going back to it after a month shows how much it can change. And me getting angry with bombers in that game is so much fun. And of course, I've got my video, my one shot this week is Death Point, which is a stealth game. Just saying that.
It was Ryan's Laser Fear doll, creepy dolls.
Yeah.
So one. I was trying to remember what you'd call it. I couldn't remember the name of the game.
I called it Creepy Dolls, but it's Ryan and Hishi Return to Layers of Fear. We ended up doing it because that's what he did for his Nights of Horror last year. And so, in other words, we got him back. He ended up finishing it quite a while back. And I think we just now managed to get around series with that one, which we do have some more coming out for that as well. And of course, Tattastic's more VR awesomeness from him. It was the final part of Lost Bear. We do recommend go and watch it. It was a great game. What I saw as well. I'm guessing you enjoyed it a lot as well, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, if you do have a VR, if you do have a PSVR, we recommend pick up the game. The thing is, it's a great game. It's a great story. Pick up the game, then come and watch our video. That's what we're gonna say. But yeah, I think that's everything, mate. We're all done. Like I said, thank you guys for bearing with us this week. I'm sorry about us just having this logo up for this week. We hopefully will be back to normal next week after my anger with Windows has calmed down. But yeah, like I said, tune in for our Nights of Horror. Next week's podcast is a normal podcast, and then it is the Halloween podcast after that. Tattastic, thank you for joining me for this, mate. And we are going to say goodbye for now. Until next time, thank you, and goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.